There once was an eagle who built her nest on the top of the tallest tree on a farm. And one day, one of her eggs rolled out of the nest, and somehow it rolled into a chicken coop, and the chickens didn't notice. When the eggs finally hatched, the eaglet didn't have a mirror to know he looked any different than all the other little chicks in the chicken coop, so he just thought he was a chicken. And the mother hen was an open-minded sort of hen, and she just thought, well, he looks different, and that was it. He was accepted into his chicken family. The mother hen taught all of her chicks how to scratch at the dirt and wait for the farmer to bring their chicken feed and how to get along in the coop and everything a chicken needs to know. And the eagle, not knowing he was an eagle, grew up to be a good little chicken. Until one day, he was out in the barnyard and the eagles flew by. He was out just scratching in the dirt with all the other chicks, and suddenly something caught his eye. It was the eagles. He had just never seen a bird fly that high. And he said to his mother, I want to do that. And the mother had said, oh, Junior, don't be ridiculous. You can't fly. You're a chicken. Your wings aren't cut out for that. And even if you could fly that high, what would you eat? The farmer can't reach you up there with the chicken feed. If you didn't fall to your death, you'd starve to death. Really, Junior, don't be silly. And all that sounded pretty convincing. So the eaglet said, oh, I'm sorry, Mama, I didn't know all that. And he quickly went back to scratching at the dirt. But a few days later, the eagles flew by again, and they caught the eaglet's eye. He just never seen a bird look so majestic. But then he caught himself and remembered he's not supposed to want that, and he went back to scratching at the dirt before anybody could notice him. But every few days, the eagles would fly by, until one day the eagle found himself alone in the barnyard, and he thought, maybe I could just try to fly. I mean, who knows? Maybe I could do it. So he spread his wings, his eagle wings, and he flew just a few meters. And then he landed and looked around, make sure nobody saw, and he was like, I just flew. I flew. A few more days go by, and he thinks to himself, I wonder if I could just fly to that low branch over there. I bet I could. Make sure nobody's watching, spreads his wings, and makes it to the branch. Quickly drops down to the ground, scratches at the dirt again, makes sure nobody saw him. But now that he knows he can fly, he's just waiting for his chance. Till one day he's alone in the barnyard and he says, I bet I could make it to the top of that barn. Maybe not, but only one way to find out. And he spreads his wings and he makes it to the top of the barn. And he's exhilarated. He can't believe it. He's like, I'm a chicken who can fly. This is like crazy. And then something catches his eye. It's the eagles again. But this time, because he's on top of the barn, they see him too. And the eagles circle once, and they circle twice. And they're looking at him like, no, are you coming or not? Eagle looks down at the barnyard, up at the eagles. And he thinks to himself, that's where I come from, but that's where I belong. And he flies off with the eagles. Sometimes life gives you an opportunity and you're afraid to take it because you think, I'm not an eagle, I'm a chicken. But if something catches your eye, if something resonates with you, it's resonating for a reason. It feels familiar because you recognize something in that in you. You have no idea what you're capable of. When life gives you an opportunity, it's okay to be afraid. Do it anyway. Be an eagle.